Shit, he trying to get me. Give me a minute, baby. I'm doing my live video. How you doing? Good morning. When you get... Damn. Good morning. Precious. How you doing, baby? Happy Saturday. And today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to that YouTube channel, Shakenya, and hit subscribe. Look at some of the videos. Look at about 3. If any one of those 3, or if all 3 you end up liking, share all 3. Yeah, all of them. You can take all of them. They're yours. Won't cost you a thing. But it'll mean the world to me if you do that. Yeah, because the more people see my videos, the more views I get, the closer I get to being famous. How about that? So do that for your girl. Yep, I love you long time. So guys, today, I don't even come on no Saturday. I don't even come on no Saturday. But I'm like, you know what? I'm up. I'm moving around. I'm doing what I do. What's up? Did y'all enjoy the show last night? Yes, we had 2 sisters on there, beautiful sisters on there last night. They were doulas, and they had their own business, guys. They answered so many questions for us. We ain't had nobody call in, and I think it was because the show was so, how can I put it? It was a mixture. It was entertaining. It was informative. It was captivating. It was a whole lot of stuff. So it was like, it flowed to where I only looked at my clock, I want to say maybe 1 time. Don't wait on me, baby. Yep, I'm good. I ain't looking for nobody special, baby. Yep, thank you, though. Bless your heart. Yep, you good. He's trying to get me. Wait, no. He's trying to get me, y'all. Hell. Anything happen on live, y'all. I just go with the flow. So y'all, yeah, it was a good show. Just check it out, and if y'all like it, share it. It's a black-owned business. You know how I am about supporting our people. They're doulas, so the whole birth thing and the man, it had got so deep to where it was a couple questions that I forgot to even ask. You know what I mean? Like, because before the show, me and the young lady, one of the sisters had a conversation, and she was just saying how she made the comment about, doulas being a part of us, our heritage, our ancestors, and to bring it back, and our sisters getting back in touch with that, and this and that. So it was just, I wanted to bring more of that out, like from the start of, the beginning of the, but it's all good. It was still a good show, guys. So Motor City Radio is the show. Go to YouTube, look it up. It was called Doulas is the name of their business if you're interested. And yeah, if y'all like it, share the show. I appreciate it. Hey, Jerome, thanks for jumping in. Jerome and Heather, I see both of y'all. Let me recognize that. Jerome and Heather Anthony. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Conversation. So y'all, today, real quick, because it is Saturday. How good are you in counteracting your bad decisions and mistakes so that your children don't repeat them? I had to take a deep breath to get that one out. Ooh wee. How good are you at doing that? And do you do it? Or you just out here willy-nilly style, you just parent how you parent, you do what you do, and they do how they do, and that's it. Or do you actually hold yourself accountable for certain things? Like, it's one game that I like to have my parents play when they come through the attitude adjustment program, and it's called the apology game. And that's when you sit down and you figure out all the things that you done expose your children to, all the people you done expose your children to that don't contribute to this bad behavior or these issues that you having with your baby. And you apologize to them for that. It ain't easy. Sometimes you got to play the game more than once. Yeah, you probably can't apologize for all your wrongs in one game. You might have to apologize over and over and over, and it's okay to do so. Especially if you follow it up with changed behavior. But yeah, how good are you at that? Like, for me,
I don't mind using me as no example. I got a building. I might need a quote for okay. You jump in my DMs, Jerome and Heather, both of you. So guys, yeah, like for me, relationships, I go through them. I ain't gonna hold you up. I can't keep a man, not for no long length of time. I would like to. I swear, I would like to. It's not that I don't put effort into these relationships. If I find somebody that I'm with and we rolling and we rock, but they don't last long. Usually it'd be the front man. I deal with the front man a lot. These guys, and they everything I want them to be. And then after about like 6 months, that person started disappearing. And it's like, me, myself, I refuse to settle. Yeah, I refuse to settle because I know what I bring to the table. Yeah, and I know my self-worth. And if I'm in it with you, I'm going to work hard, baby, to keep it together. I'm one of those people that if I say I tried everything, you best believe I tried everything before I left that relationship. I done contacted the pastor. We done went to therapy. We done brought in a mediator. Like, I'm going to try I'm going to exhaust everything before I leave. Yeah, it don't take me to miss you to want you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of person. I appreciate you while we together, So with that being said, I run through them dudes. So usually they not what they say, or I outgrow them. I have done that from time to time. I've outgrown them, So it's, I've never had no bad guy. So I say all that to say, because I know that about myself and I know how I am, I always talk to my babies about relationships because I do not want them to have failed relationships. And that's not a bad thing because some people just don't work out. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I haven't had no bad man. No, you would not hear me bash no dude, none of that. But we'll get back to that. So yeah, I talk to them consistently and all the time. About relationships, how men supposed to treat women, how women supposed to treat men, how you supposed to talk to a man, how a man's supposed to talk to a woman, things that a man should be doing, things that a woman should be doing, because it's a difference. I know y'all be seeing me switch it up, but it's man's work and it's women's work. Yeah, it's women's duties, it's man's duties. Yeah, and you got to distinguish the two. And me, all I do is cross train on all of it, and I make sure my children cross-trained on all of it. But I do know that they know that there's a variation and there's a distinction between all of these things that I do, and all the things they should be doing. So I talk to them about relationships. So I'm very transparent about if I break up with somebody, I don't mind talking to my children about why I broke up with them. Yep. I don't have to get them all the gory details. You know what I'm saying? He got a little weed water, or he... I ain't got to tell him all of that. But I can tell him enough for my daughters, because how I explain the breakup might be different from how I explain to my son and versus my daughters. Does that make sense to you? If I broke up with somebody, yeah, they're gonna both get the same story, but I'm probably gonna explain it different to my daughters than I'm gonna explain it to my sons. First of all, I'm explaining to my daughters different because I don't want them to be in a situation or in a headspace where they think all men ain't shit. Fix it, Jesus. This is a Christian show. Yeah, I would never want my daughters to have that mindset of all men cheat or all men ain't shit or putting men in a boat to everybody stay. No, I would never want them to feel that way because all men don't fit in that category. Some men don't cheat. Some men is good. Some men, you know what I'm saying? So I would never want them. So if I explain the breakup to them, it's going to be more so of the differences that we probably had in the relationship and the reason why we probably weren't compatible and for the reason why the relationship probably wouldn't work. It wouldn't be a situation where I'm bashing this man to my daughters to where they feel, yeah, I don't know. First of all, I ain't going to pick nobody like that anyway. Even if they switched up on me, it ain't going to be to a point where they just like that. I only had 2 monsters in my life. Yeah, and I married one of them. Fix it, Jesus. So yeah, I would talk to them about relationships. I would talk to them about the breakup. I would even go as far to explain to them the reason why I was even attracted to that person to begin with. Yeah. So very transparent about relationships. I'd also talk about the importance of relationships because even though I'm single, I often let them know You need somebody. you can't go. I ain't trying to be old with about 10 cats. I still want a man. I'm still looking. So yeah, I've always talked to them about the importance of being in a relationship. And you know what? The result of me doing so, I can honestly say whatever issues that my children might have in their relationships, I can put my pen on or say yes to. They've been in more longer and committed relationships than not. Does that make sense? Like, they have ups and downs. They done went through what they done went through, and you know, children, baby mamas, baby, they have their drama like everybody else. But what I'm telling you is, they've been in more long-term relationships than not. Meaning, my sons ain't out here whoring around like that. That makes sense to you? My daughters ain't just being promiscuous, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but you gotta talk to your babies. You know, thank God I had an open line of communication with my babies to where I felt comfortable enough to be that transparent to tell them about the relationship. But I need them to know that, because if they see me with this dude, then I'm single for 2 years, I find closure, I heal, I move on, then I turn around, get another man, I'm with him for about a year, and we ain't together, then same thing, I find peace for like 2 or 3 years before I enter. Yeah, it happens. That's me, that's my pattern. Yeah, I gotta explain that. If I'm preaching about relationships and healthy relationships and being with somebody and finding your soulmate and getting married, but this is the behavior that I'm demonstrating, I gotta follow that up with explanation. Yeah, the days of children being seen and not heard is over. Yeah, you got to talk to your baby. So yeah, I have no problem doing that, because I know what I want for them. Yeah, and in order for me to do that, I have to balance it out. So I have to counteract it. So I just want to know, how good are you at counteracting your bad decisions and mistakes to make sure your children don't repeat it? So y'all, that's it for Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. I'm out. Mwah.